So I grew up knowing about Berkeley. Oh, if you could go to any school, what would it be? UC Berkeley. Which just happens to be #1 public university in the world. My name is Charles Long. I am a sociology and social welfare major.
And I'm the UC Berkeley 2026 University Medalist.
My studies have mainly focused on inequalities, the carceral system. I liked being able to work with systems. My dad went to prison, I was 1, and he fought it, took it to court, and then he lost. They offered him 1, and when he lost, they gave him 10. As children, we only can understand things relative to our experiences. We moved around a lot. My mom was an addict. We were all taken and put in foster homes. When my dad got out, he was working at Great America, making minimum wage. It's not gonna work. He went back to school to be a network administrator. After that, it was like this trajectory. Every year, he was just upgrading to a better job, upgrading to a better job. And he just kept going to school. That just kind of showed me the power of education. When it comes to my favorite class, by far, bar none, Laleh Behbehanian, sociology of policing. It takes it out of the theory. I'm not gonna lie though, there's been a couple times I wanted to walk out the room. A lot of the content of that class, it can be very triggering, but that's what makes it so good, because it's so real. I had signed up for the Navy. I was supposed to go to this nuclear program. I got caught leaving a fight that I wasn't at. I ended up getting arrested. I had been in jail so long, I was afraid they weren't gonna let me out. So when they offered a deal to let me out, I just took it. I had never been in trouble before, but once I was in probation, I was just in jail all the time. I would go to jail, get arrested, whether I did something or not. Once you're in the system, it's really hard to get out. I've been doing teaching prison since my first year at Berkeley. My honors thesis for sociology was the opposite of the Stanford prison experiment. The study that I was doing, what happens when you put people into a supportive position. They're not there to dominate, they're there to teach and support and to learn. One of the theories that I had at the end is that empathy is not like a set trait. It's not something that's innate, like a lot of people think oh, I am an empathetic person. Empathy is a skill that you have to learn and practice. Just like any other muscle, if you don't use it, it atrophies. I sent out an invite, I was like, yeah, if you haven't been by for the gumbo yet, this might be your last chance. I'm pretty stress-free compared to how things have been, and never really forget it. I was homeless in downtown San Jose. It really taught me about community because we all looked out for each other. If one person had something, we all had something. I went back to community college at the age of 37, but I didn't feel like I was really fulfilling my purpose. I was just surviving. One of my professors at Moreno Valley College told me about underground scholars before I even got here. And then ever since then, that has been my community. One of the things that I purposely set out to do while I was here is to be my authentic self. I come to school dressed very similar every day. I wear the same black hoodie, black tee. It's because I wanted to normalize a certain look in these spaces. Whether it's George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Rodney King, that's what the hoodie represents.
I give Charles all the love. All the time.
Particularly for black men, it's almost taboo to put your guard down and be vulnerable. You gotta be tough. Charles immediately makes you feel that you don't have to be like that.
If we really get down to the old school lizard brain of it, the only way that we're able to survive in an environment is through our social skills and by building communities. That's how we survive. When you bring people together, sometimes magic happens.
USI is in the house, underground scholars, yes, yes, yes.
Perseverance. They just showed me perseverance and that there's always second chances and love. They showed me love.